0, 1. Let's get started.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I bring you from a very dark workshop because the electric's gone off. They're doing some work down the road. Here we are, HQ. Today I'm bringing you a crash damaged vehicle. Am I joining the crash damaged vehicle trend? No, but a good friend of ours was driving down the road and his wheel fell off. Well, the wheel fell off. It looks like the bottom ball joint has detached itself from the hub and it's hit the floor. The wheel has then swung round, smashed the wing and the quarter and basically destroyed it. So I've got all the bits in the office, so what I'm going to do is jack it up, see if the hub is repairable. If the hub isn't repairable, I do need to find myself a hub. It's the only thing I haven't got from the box of bits. Our usual man Tom has done our supplying for us of all the bits that we need. Let's show it to you. So what we've done is we weren't sure if this was going to be savable or what if it was going to end up at Street Automotive. Now, if you don't know who Street Automotive is, are an eBay shop that sell car parts, anything, basically used items. So here's a range of, so what Andy does is he basically breaks the cars down, cleans all the parts, service the parts, makes sure they're usable, good enough, puts them on eBay, you guys buy them, you give them good feedback, everyone's a winner. So we thought that Andy was going to have this car, which is our Honda, crash damage, not very healthy, but the owner of this wants to get it fixed, so we're going to give it a go. So from here you can see the damage where the wheel hit the arch. It's done the wing, it's done the bottom. We've actually got it on a stand because it's ripped everything apart. I don't know if you can see very well under there, but what I'll do, give it a jack up and we'll see what's what. So it's all getting a bit serious. I need to get the Honda and the Land Rover's in the way, so we're going to push one Land Rover with the other Land Rover in almost Scrap Heap Challenge style. But it looks like the brakes are seized on the silver one, so Andy is giving it full ram. So now we've taken over the back of Street Automotive and made him move all his cars. Sorry. There's definitely a wheel stuck on somewhere there. I'm going to position you here. Quicker than quick fit, I'm going to whip that wheel off. Right, let's get this car jacked up, and what you'll see is as I'm jacking the car up, you'll see how much movement is in that wheel. It is floating round, and it's doing what it wants. Nothing is actually connected behind there. Right, so quick look. Top ball joint is pulled out. Bottom ball joint, I can see there. Let me take you a bit closer. Show the tyre first. Actually, it's the back of the tyre. It's got a, hopefully you can see that upside down. It's got a hole in it there. Tyre is dead. It's a 225 45 17, so we'll have to get one of them, which is one thing I don't have. So let's have a quick look. I've ordered a strut because for some reason this has departed itself. It should go through there and into the joints. I've got a new shaft, which is easy. Top ball joint there has pulled out of here, so we can just replace the arm. So I've got the arm, which is here. Bottom ball joint, which is what I was worried about. I've got to be careful because everything's hanging off wires. This is very tight. Brake line very tight. Look, it's not damaged that, but it's gonna be close to damaging that. And then there's the bottom ball joint. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop you on the side. I'll quickly time lapse whipping some bits off just to see what is savable and what isn't. Okay, so it looks like this hub is actually in fact savable. You've seen me already beat out the bottom ball joint that slots in. I've just got to beat the new one in. I've took the top ball joint out that was hanging off, and from what I can see, she's all good. Bearing's okay. Need to get a new ABS sensor, but other than that, that is okay. The disc is okay, which you've already seen me take out. And hopefully you can see in there. All I need to do now is check that that strut is okay, and check that this bit is as the one I've already got in. Bottom arm we're going to keep on because the ball joint actually goes through the hub, which you've seen me beat out, and bolts up. Trap rod end also looks okay. I just need to check that that's not actually leaking grease from the boot, but I believe it's the grease from what you can probably just about see in there. Drive shaft. That's my next job, is to get the drive shaft out without getting covered in oil, which is going to get covered in oil because it's inevitable. Drop link looks okay, which is here. I've then got to tackle the arm at the top and work out where the wire goes for the ABS sensor. Get that top arm out, check the strut, and then start the rebuild. So today, from Driveway Heroes, I've removed the drive shaft. Lucky enough, Honda have used their common sense. I'll show you. I had to get the new one out of the box because I didn't think it was long enough. But basically, that sits on the end of there, and that just pushes over. I had to beat the ring back, and there should be just a roll pin on the end of there, which you probably can't see. And that shaft sits on there quite nice. So now we've got a new bottom ball joint that has separated, and that's what it should look like. And the other one, which let me just demonstrate here, just come out of there, and that's what's caused this fatality. So now this will rotate over and get pressed into here with a big mallet. Press that into place, and the reason it doesn't need any circlip on it is because it forces the pressure down through the hub. And that's what will hold it in place. It will pull itself down, won't come out of there. I'll put the cover back over that covered the ABS ring that I had to prise off. ABS sensor we still need to replace or get soldered back together. If only we had a dips. That's what we need. We need a dips. So I've just removed the shock, which is here, and we are not going to replace the shock. The shock does not look bent. This cradle itself also doesn't look bent because it's, let me get out of the shadow there, because it's cast. If it was to bend, I believe it would snap. So the shock would just normally sit into here. The shock itself looks okay. Again, the fork looks okay, top lamp's okay, but I've had to take the shock out because to get the lower arm off, I need to remove these two bolts to go all the way through. Now they go all the way through, but they go to the other side, so in the engine bay. You should be able to see just down there, chicken. See it there, that one there, that's it. And that's the other side of the bolt. So I'm literally just going to whip them out now, get that lower arm. In actual fact, that bolt that I just poked through and showed you on the inside, in the engine bay, is capsulated. So I've done you a favour there. You still have to remove the shock because you have to wind them out from this side. But someone's actually thought ahead there. So the new arm is just going to slot back in through that one and that one. I'll nip this once I've built it all back up, because I don't want it to hang down or be in the wrong place when I pull the bush. A lot of people over tighten it and tighten it here, and then you put all that strain on that bush and it'll kill it. But realistically it probably wants to be somewhere here, so I'll just nip it up and then I'll be able to get a spanner in there once it's in its fully rested position, because I can just support it and nip it up. So I hope that makes sense.
Why are you not dougering like other people?
No dugga.
No.
So there it is, all back together. All the split pins are now all in place. The arms are tight, everything's been nipped up as you've just seen. All I've got to do now is fit a new tyre to the wheel. I'm going to have a quick go at pulling the clips out on this wing, just so they can be clipped back into somewhere where it should be. Looks like there's a bolt missing there that holds the wing in place. I'll just see if there's anything I can just secure that up a bit better with. And it should be back on the road. Okay, just like that, new tyre fitted. Again, budgeteer for budgeting, but it holds air, I balanced it, the wheel's good, took 15 grams of weight, it'll do. Get it on, get it fitted, and hopefully take it for a test drive. Let's make sure that wheel doesn't exit into that wheel arch. I've got all the faith. Well, it starts, but does it drive? Let's make sure that this crash damaged car actually drives. Well, I think it feels okay, so let's take it up the road. Well, I'm happy to say that that is one fixed Honda Accord. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you've liked what you've seen, if you want to see some more of it, don't forget, hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and most of all, keep it real. Stop snoring it. Go on, mate, you go back to work. You do what actually you're meant to do today. And I'll just strap it on. That's the one. Work on cars, they say. It'll be fun, they say.